What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Friday, June 10th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, NBA playoffs. Let's take a look at this NBA championship showdown between the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. So for the studs on the slate, for the Boston Celtics, you have Jason Tatum, who's 11,200 DraftKings salary. He scored 50, 43, and 41 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 41, 34, and 41 minutes. He's projected at 50.4 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Jason Tatum here versus the Golden State Warriors. Now for the Warriors, you have Stephen Curry, who's 11,000 DraftKings salary. He scored 45, 50, and 56 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 37, 32, and 38 minutes. He's projected at 46.4 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Stephen Curry here versus the Boston Celtics. Now coming down in salary, you have Jaylen Brown for 9,800 DraftKings salary from the Boston Celtics. He scored 49, 30, and 45 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 27, and 38 minutes. He's projected at 41.5 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Jaylen Brown here versus the Golden State Warriors. Another player I like, coming way down in salary here at only 7,400 DraftKings salary, is Andrew Wiggins from the Golden State Warriors. He scored 37, 22, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 40, 30, and 34 minutes. He's projected at 31.5 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Andrew Wiggins here versus the Boston Celtics. And I also like Klay Thompson at only 7,200 DraftKings salary from the Golden State Warriors. He scored 40, 20, and 24 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 30, and 38 minutes. He's projected at 34.3 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Klay Thompson here versus the Boston Celtics. Now, this guy's minutes has been trending down, so I'm not too keen on this play, but his minutes might come up here tonight. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Because Draymond Green played a bulk of the minutes last game and did not have a great fantasy point game, so they could play Kevon Looney from the Golden State Warriors. He's 6,400 DraftKings salary. He scored 18, 32, and 28 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 16, 21, and 25 minutes. He's projected at 21.1 fantasy points here tonight. So I don't love this play, but I do think you have to consider him. So take a look at Kevon Looney from the Golden State Warriors here versus the Celtics. Now, a guy that I do like, his salary is pretty low is Jordan Poole from the Golden State Warriors, and he's only 5,800 DraftKings salary. He scored 17, 29, and 13 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 24, 22, and 25 minutes. He's projected at 28.9 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Jordan Poole here versus the Boston Celtics. So let's just touch on Draymond Green. He's 6,800 DraftKings salary. He scored 13, 29, and 28 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 34, 34, and 38 minutes. So he's been playing a ton of minutes, but I do wonder if they're going to give Kevon Looney a little extra opportunity here tonight, especially after that poor performance last game from Draymond Green. He is projected at 32.2 fantasy points here tonight. So I think you got to consider Draymond Green just because of the minutes that he's playing. Projected at 32.2 fantasy points. He could certainly get there. So take a look at Draymond Green here versus the Boston Celtics. Now, a player who we have been waiting to have a big game, and he finally had that big game last game. It's Robert Williams from the Boston Celtics. He's 6,200 DraftKings salary. He scored 35, 10, and 25 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 25, 14, and 24 minutes. He's projected at 26.7 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Robert Williams here versus the Golden State Warriors. And then I also like Derek White from the Boston Celtics. He's 6,000 DraftKings salary. He scored 15, 26, and 28 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 23, 30, and 31 minutes. So his minutes came down a little bit here last game, but he should still get plenty of play time. He's projected at 26.8 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Derek White here versus the Golden State Warriors. Now let's jump back to the 7K range. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. These are 2 players that I like from the Celtics. I like Marcus Smart. He's 7,800 DraftKings salary. He's projected at 30.5 fantasy points here tonight. He scored 39, 12, and 36 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 25, and 29 minutes. So I like Marcus Smart here versus the Golden State Warriors. And then I like Al Horford from the Boston Celtics. He's 7,600 DraftKings salary. He scored 35, 15, and 42 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 30, 27, and 32 minutes. He's projected at 31.4 fantasy points here tonight. So I like Al Horford here versus the Golden State Warriors. Now, if you're looking for a value play, there's 2 guys that I would consider. Take a look at Otto Porter Jr. from the Golden State Warriors. He's 4,800 DraftKings salary, scored 16, 15, and 23 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 21, 14, and 23 minutes. He's projected at 19.8 fantasy points here tonight. So I do think he makes a decent value play. Otto Porter Jr. here versus the Boston Celtics. And for the Celtics, take a look at Grant Williams. He's only 4,400 DraftKings salary. he scored 18, 11, and 8 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 20, 20, and 16 minutes. He's projected at 15.2 fantasy points here tonight. So as another value play, I would consider Grant Williams here versus the Golden State Warriors. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.